I just feel like there's a lot of men arriving at a point in their lives where they're like, what is it? Is there any value in me even being a man? And like our fathers were in wars, and our fathers were in military, and there was some, I was an American, but I feel like there's this aimless there's a lot of men wandering around aimlessly.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of confusion too, because part of what's happened in the dialogue in our culture is that masculine responsibility, the willingness to shoulder responsibility, which is part of what factors into achievement and ambition. It's really the part of it that's only positive, is being confused with tyranny and oppression, and so that men are, in large part, being punished for their best impulses. Like, you want to get out there and like do something. It's like, well, doing things wrecks the earth.
Right.
It's like, well, the earth is wrecking us, so it's only just that we defend ourselves a little bit. But it's also just wrong. It's like that willingness to go out there and contend with the world, to go on your adventure, right? And to take the risks, and the entrepreneurial risks, and the risks of discipline, and the risks of responsibility, and to buttress and support the family system and the community system. That's all incredibly laudable. But for me, it's more than that, because I think of it as a bulwark against hell. And I mean that both literally and metaphysically. It's like, it's actually vital that you take your place in the world and you find a meaningful, responsible path forward, because it's in that pathway that you find the meaning in your life, and that buttresses you against the catastrophe of life. And if you don't have that, you have the aimlessness and the suffering and the pointlessness and your own malevolence and bitterness. It's hell.
Yeah.
And then you make hell for you, and you make hell for your family, and you make hell for the community. It's like, none of that's good. And so whenever I see people step away from that and they're moving forward and they're telling me about it, I really think, great, that's a miracle, man. Keep it up. Like, it's really important. And I don't care what you're doing. Well, I think working class guys, the whole bloody world rests on their shoulders. It really matters if they do a good job. And so a lot of working class guys come to my shows and they say, look, I've been listening to your lectures while I'm doing long haul trucking, or while I'm working in my forklift, whatever. I think, great, man, get the hell at it. Do your job properly.
Do it.
You bet. And do it right. Support your family. Man the hell up. Live a responsible life. And what you're doing is valuable. I don't care what anyone else has to say about it.